Getting a job takes a lot more than just a firm handshake. Find out how you can polish your techniques with this group.
CareerLink's a great organization. We offer a bunch of services here for job seekers.
They can help you with your resume. That's very important because I've found that resumes have changed a lot from years ago when I was out looking or job searching.
We're going to get rid of the objective and we're going to put career summary.
Some people need more help interviewing and they have a resume together. That might be something that they're focused on. So they come in here and say, we're having issues, I think I have issues interviewing. You know, maybe we refer them to an interviewing workshop, maybe they have some computer skills that they're lacking, maybe we send them to some computer classes or help them, work through some computer programs. It's a great facility to basically just get people work ready. Today we're mostly working on preparing people for a job fair. The main thing for a job fair, getting your resume ready, some basic interviewing skills.
What is it you're looking to do? What is your goal?
That's preached every day here at CareerLink as well. It's not just today to prepare candidates for the job fair.
I think it helps the community by just getting the organizations to be able to market their companies. I think that's important. A lot of people seeking jobs aren't necessarily aware of all the companies that are in the area. So I think it's a great opportunity for everybody to be in the same room together. It's often hard when you're searching for jobs and going online, you're just entering your resume. You're not really having an opportunity to meet a lot of the individuals that work for the organizations as well as in their HR department. So it's nice to have that one-on-one opportunity to introduce yourself and meet them.
I like it personally because you get to network yourself. I think when you first go to an interview, sometimes it's very intimidating. So when you're at a job fair, you kind of break that awkward tension from first meeting somebody. So I really like it because you actually get to talk to somebody face to face rather than going in not knowing who they are.
CareerLink, I did speak actually to one of the recruiters there. They're very friendly and kind. They're very open, which is great to have somebody that you can reach out, talk to regarding different open positions. And I think that they're just very helpful and a great resource in the area.
I have to say, when I came to CareerLink, I wasn't really sure what to expect. I had visions of, a dark office with some dispirited employees just handing out papers to fill out. And it was really a very pleasant experience. People were very upbeat, people were very helpful, they're very knowledgeable.
It's very rewarding to help job seekers. anytime a person comes in and is having trouble and you can help them in any way to find a job or tell them to help them locate positions just to apply to jobs if they're having problems searching, I think it's a great feeling, especially when they land. I think people are really happy when they're able to do that, and it's just an unbelievable feeling.
Joining us in the studio is Nancy Dischinat from the Lehigh Valley Workforce Investment Board. Nancy, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So you get your resume together, you get your interviewing skills together, and how do you get a job?
Well, finding a job is a full-time job, and that's what I think people have to understand when they're looking for work. It's a full-time job. It's understanding the labor market, where the jobs are, what skills you are. It's networking. It's getting out there and telling everyone that you're looking for a job. Wearing a sandwich board. It isn't something you hide anymore because every single family in the Lehigh Valley has been touched by unemployment. I don't care who you talk to. So it's networking. It's also negotiating. It's negotiating with your family on how long you can be out of work to look for a job, negotiating with an employer once you get an interview, negotiating with what you need to be paid, what skills you have, negotiating all the elements of the work. And it's all about you. It's all about the individual, you. What skills do you have? Are you computer literate? Do you have the right attitude for the job? How long have you been out of work? When was the last time you were in training? It's all about you and understanding yourself and where are your skills and what you need to do next to find work.
A lot of times someone will put a resume together, whether it's their first time resume or they're sprucing up their resume, and they'll show it to friends or neighbors, maybe past co-workers. Why is it important that they consider going to a place like CareerLink and getting a professional evaluation?
Well, that's exactly what it is, an independent party looking at you, understanding what you've written down and what you think of yourself and what skills you think you have, and that's really assessing that. I mean, literally through testing you to understand what skills you do have and talking to you about where you want to go. It's a third-party, independent review of what you have down on paper. And a lot of times people have way too much down on paper. So we try to hone it in and make sure what's on that paper is what employers are telling us. Thousands of employers tell us exactly what they want to know.
And you mentioned how much it's changed, and interviewing skills, which at CareerLink you do a lot of help with. How important is that to the seasoned job seeker? You know, someone who's had many jobs and maybe is in the middle of their life or later in life. Why would you encourage them to come in and work on something like interviewing skills?
Because some of those skills they have are old. When was the last time they had to interview? When was the last time they had to look for a job? And understanding what employers are looking for anymore, and to do an assessment of yourself. So we kind of put them through an interview. A mock interview to show them what's going to happen, because a lot of times they're looking at information and understanding you before you even get there. Your resume maybe has gone around to other employers, so we want to make sure they have the right 5 questions that employer is going to ask them, and they have the answers ready. But I tell every worker, if you have been out of school or training or have not upgraded your skills in a year, you are already falling behind.
Wow, that's a short period of time.
It's a very short period of time.
And you mentioned with the interviewing having 5 points, and you never know how long you're going to have. I'd imagine that comes into play at something like a job fair.
Oh, absolutely. As a matter of fact, we do a lot of workshops, not only on networking, but we do a lot of workshops on understanding what you should put in your resume and do resumes, but also how to work a job fair, what you do when you get there.
You do a lot of work at CareerLink and with the Workforce Investment Board with the Chamber of Commerce here. Tell me a little bit about that relationship and how that sort of benefits the workforce as well as the different companies in this region.
Well, we're the workforce system. And where is the workforce system connected? To the employer base. Our job is to understand the workforce, look at the skills our entire workforce has, try to upgrade the skills of the workforce based on where economic development is going to take us, and also the needs of our current employer base. The chamber members, what are the jobs, what are the skills they need, what are the educational requirements, and that's how we decide where we're going to tell people they need training, what are the next skill sets they need. All the information we get on elevating the skills of the workforce comes through the Chamber of Commerce.
Wonderful information, Nancy, and a lot of people out there really need to know. For more information on CareerLink or the Workforce Investment Board, go to our website at thepeaktv.com. Thank you so much for joining us today, and remember, every day is an opportunity to be your best self. This is The Peak. The Peak TV is a production of ASR Media.